do you think, in terms of supply chain, rates of supply chain, is key these days? Is there a gap that the Zero Trust can cover in third, fourth, fifth, 40s, and that's probably a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, so I mean, it will depend on the scenario, right? But I'm sure there are scenarios that can't be covered, and it becomes that chain of trust. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're already seeing a lot of defence companies in Europe be influenced by their contracts in the US and the mandates that are coming down from that. But then, what about their suppliers and so on and so forth? So, where does the line get drawn? So there's always going to be a point at which it's frittered out, and hopefully it's far enough away from you that you don't get it. There's no such thing as a secure network, right? We just assume that we are under attack and do our best to mitigate that and control it.
Yeah, that is orientation.
Yeah.
So it's a really interesting point. I think you're right. If you look at supply chain risk model and supply chain assurance, there's always a question about how far down the rabbit hole you go. So you go, so you're my provider, obviously I'm going to check, but then it turns out that you have subcontractors.
Yeah.
They may be doing some work on your behalf, so maybe if they're primes, I might check those to at least consistently make control. Then it turns out they've also got subcontractors.
Yeah.
Well, that point where you're kind of 4 or 5 sets of commercial terms removed, unless you can do the mandation of flow down, and then obviously we're checking those really heavily afterwards. It's going, so at what point are they acting in their own right versus acting on your behalf?
Yeah.
And if they're acting on your behalf, it's definitely your responsibility.
Yes, your
and shared responsibility. But if they're not, then the short answer is maybe I want them away from myself.
I guess it's more of a qualitative decision than a sort of logical decision in some respects, because as you get down that supply chain, you're starting to mandate to somebody that provides you with £200 of widgets per year. It's a little bit hard to sort of enforce, that, but hopefully that doesn't necessarily create a detrimental effect. But
So yeah, it's really interesting stuff actually around construction. Some of the stuff that we've done actually, people engage like large construction firms now we're all talking about like digital twins and big data and horrific CAD diagrams that no EDR reads properly. And then going, but actually they're not doing it. You'll find that actually the subcontracting specialist firms like plasterers, plumbers, electricians, etc., who will all get access to the schematics, who will all have access to this electronic data. And a lot of them, if you get around to it, are like 1, 2, 3 person companies will be on personal devices using a Gmail account. As you're going, you've still got to give them access to the information. The short answer is they don't have a corporate identity. That's not how that works. Once you get certainly into that kind of trade and diversity, you get specialist niche consultancies. There's plenty of like small operating consultancies where you can kind of go, well, you do have a 365 account, so I can probably go off that. But after that, all bets are kind of off because I don't know if you use Kali Linux for work. If that's a normal thing that I should be expecting on my network, I know I'm definitely not happy with it being there, but maybe that is what you run on your personal laptop.
I think some of it's around assurance as well, isn't it? I think you and it goes back to the points you made that your first supplier is probably your proxy for you. They're putting the mandate down, but the man on the street who's at the back end of the chain, they're not going to really adhere to it. So part of that is a trust model that you've got to have with your kind of supply chain piece to say, actually, right, you're working for me, you're going to provide assurance on A, B, C, and D on my behalf, and that gets more difficult the further down you go down the chain. So
Wonderful. Any closing remarks? No? Lovely. In that case, I declare it's beer time.
I was going to say,
Officially beer o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.